Hello YouTube, it's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another game that I really enjoy. This is Starcraft 2. I played the original Starcraft back when I was about 13 or 14. I bought it together with a friend of mine that lived down the street, and we spent many a night playing against each other and doing LAN parties with pizza and root beer and all that great stuff. I still remember the first time I saw an Archon. Up to that time, I just played the Terran race, which is just similar to humanity, but Protoss, which is where the Archon comes from, is a little more alien and a little more powerful. And when I saw that Archon, which is basically a big, huge, glowing ball of light, I was just amazed, and I think I've been hooked on the game ever since. I played StarCraft 1 for several years, all the way through up until StarCraft 2 was released, which I think was back in, I want to say 2009 or 2008 or so. And I was really excited for the game. I watched a lot of casters who had gotten beta versions of the game. They were uploading replays, which was an amazing thing to me, and just having a really great time with it. And so when it came out, I purchased it on the first day. Really learned what was different about StarCraft 2 from StarCraft 1, got my head handed to me a few times because I was new and a lot of players had already played the beta, and eventually got to the point where I was fairly good. I think I mentioned in my first movie that I had never gotten any farther in StarCraft 2 than Diamond, which is the case. It was back when Diamond was fairly respectable, but nothing incredible. So I haven't played StarCraft 2 at this point in almost a year, I would say. So I installed it here a couple days ago in preparations for this video, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is load up an old replay of mine where I played against another person and kind of see if we can find one that's really entertaining and that might be good for the channel. So I think I'm going to give this a try. This particular replay is called Hatchblock versus Terran, and it's a win. So there's a strategy where you can place your base near the Terran's base and that way get some units out really early and try to kill them quickly. And this game looks fairly fast, about 14 minutes in duration. StarCraft 2 time is faster than regular actual time, so that might be a bit quicker, but let's load this up. And it's going to want me to relaunch the game. That might take a couple minutes. Yep. But in the meantime, I just want to say again, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy these Blizzard games. They've given me a lot of joy, and I hope that people can find some entertainment value in what I'm showing them here on this YouTube channel as well. One of the nice things about StarCraft 2 is that it does show you tips. As you're loading the game, you'll notice there was one about Stimpak, which is a particular an effect that Terran players have that can be very, very useful in the game to make your units attack faster and harder. So you'll notice I start off here. Falcon obviously is me saying GL, GL, which means good luck, good luck. My opponent, Tom here, threw out an old GLHF, which means good luck, have fun. So up here in the top right of the map, you'll find me. I'm the Zerg. I am the blue color, which is my favorite color in the game. And at this point, I just have workers going back and forth, getting money or minerals from these patches and bringing them to the base so that I can do more stuff with it. It's just investing. And you'll notice at this point, I'm sending a drone out. That's what the workers are called for Zerg. And I'm trying to find out where my opponent is. So we'll just put this on follow for a minute and see exactly where I'm going to try to find my opponent. Now we can see that my opponent is in the bottom right because of the red square in the bottom right of the map, but unfortunately I don't know where he is. So I'm heading to the top left. Maybe he's there, maybe he's not. I'm heading right on in with my worker as fast as I can and going up the ramp to where I know the base should be, or possibly could be. On maps like this, your opponents will spawn in one of the four corners, so it's fairly easy to find them if you know what you're doing. And here I notice, nope, no base here, no Terran enemy to destroy. So I'm going to head down to the bottom left now. In the meantime, if I'm smart, okay, I did send an Overlord over to where I'm setting up my second base. Now, Zerg are different from Protoss and Terran in that they usually need a couple more bases than their opponent to really get up on them and get a good lead and hopefully win the game. So you'll notice that Zerg players will get their bases out more quickly than Terran players will. Although we notice here, Tom is doing his best to get another command center, which is his main base, up. What he's probably going to do when it's finished is lift it up, because Terran buildings can fly, and send it over down here so he can start mining from 2 bases, while I'm also mining on 2 bases, giving him the advantage because he's Terran. In the meantime, I'm sending my drone to the bottom left. Again, no luck. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go a long way around here to the bottom right to find my opponent and finally decide what I'm going to do to try to kill him. It looks like I'm sending another drone down as well. So let's see what shenanigans I might be up to with these 2 drones. Is usually players just send out 1 to try and scout, try to see what their opponent is doing so they can counter their strategy with something that will work. So my drone gets right on through. Usually Terran players will want to create a wall here that drones or other Zerg units can't get through, so they can't be scouted, but he didn't do a good job with the wall. And unfortunately, I was able to get through. I saw he has 1 gas geyser going. A refinery is harvesting the Vespine gas, which is another resource in this game, just like minerals, but used to do different things. And I'm able to get out. And now what I'm doing, I was able to get another base down, a hatchery down, right where he wants to put this command center. And Tom says, KK Cats. Now, Katz is a famous Zerg player. I'm not sure if he is anymore, but at the time he was very famous for doing this hatchery block where you put your base down where the Terran wants to expand. It's very annoying. It can be hard to kill because these have a lot of health. So he was able to get out a Marine, which is a very basic Terran unit. It just has a machine gun. Going to try to kill it. He also has several of his workers attacking it with a very low attack damage of 5. Instead of gathering money. So for me, this is an economic win. All my workers are back home doing a great job, getting money as fast as they possibly can. A queen injecting larvae so I can spawn more units even faster. My second base is up, also gathering money. And in the meantime, he's still trying to get rid of this hatchery in his base. And you can see here with 2 Marines, it's not quite enough to kill, or maybe it is enough to kill the hatchery as it's being created. But I'm able to get 2 Zerglings down, and some more Zerglings as well, to hopefully destroy the Terran before he can do much about it. So the Zerglings are attacking this bunker, which might not be a great choice, because bunkers have a lot of health, 400 health. The Marines can sit inside all nice and safe and toasty, no worries. In the meantime, I'm putting another hatchery up. I canceled the first one, which does return a lot of your money that you would normally spend there. And in the meantime, I'm just running Zerglings past this bunker for free, getting a lot of shots off on them, making them weak for no reason. I'm trying my best to get this bunker down before... Oh, and it doesn't actually get destroyed before I'm able to kill it myself. So, I run in there with my Zerglings. And a really good trick for Zerg is to get your Zerglings, which are fast and hit quickly, up into the mineral line, which is what this area is called. Because there are a lot of workers here, the workers don't have much health, they don't have much attack. So Zerglings do a great job, they're very effective in this scenario. So more of my Zerglings come flooding down. I'm trying to kill these Marines that are hiding in... Did the game hang up a little bit? It did. My Zerglings are still attacking. Now, again, more Zerglings come through. This is kind of the power of the Zerg. If you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of units and get them to the enemy base very quickly, because Zerglings are fast. They have a run speed of 4.7. Whereas you'll notice, you can find another unit here that isn't dead yet. SCVs are a move speed of 2.81, so Zerglings are almost twice as fast. More Zerglings come in here, and what you just saw there was a Widow Mine hit. Widow Mines burrow underground, and every once in a while, as that timer counts down, they will shoot an attack. It's an explosive attack that will hit any primary unit and also the things around it. So it does a great job destroying Zerglings, roaches, other units that Zerg have. So at this point, the Terran does have a lot of Marines out. It has a medevac overhead. Medevacs are good at healing biological units, which is what Marines are. Oh, and you'll notice another Widow Mine hit there, and another Widow Mine hit there, doing a great job killing off these Zerglings. So the Terran at this point, if we look at our active forces, we'll notice I have 45 units, he has 13. So I'm bringing in more Zerglings, just trying to end the game at this point. I know he doesn't have any workers left, he just has these mules, which are time units. They will die quickly as soon as they're done with their work. So I bring my Zerglings down, trying to kill them, trying to surround these Marines, trying to kill this engineering bay for some reason that I don't fully understand, and even bringing up a queen to get in on the action. Now usually queens are back at home injecting larvae, like I said, but I'm going to bring her up. I probably made her, yep, at this hatchery. And she's going to help do some attacks here. Her attack is a 4 damage for ground units, 9 damage to air units, but her armor is armor 1, which is pretty good at this early level in the game, and she's pretty useful when it comes to killing these Marines. Let's see if she can kill this Marine before she dies, and she can't, unfortunately. In the meantime, I just have another random Zergling in here attacking. Here come 4 more Zerglings to kill the workers. Another Widow Mine hit comes off. These Zerglings are trying to take out these Marines. I mean, this Terran is doing everything that he can to try and survive this early onslaught. He knows I have an advantage in workers, but he hopes that this Widow Mine strategy will be enough to help him to win the game. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm just making more and more Zerglings at his front door. I am worried about that Widow Mine. What I should be doing here is sending up one Zergling at a time, hoping to trip that Widow Mine into attacking a single Zergling, and it does, instead of all of them at once. So that's a strategy that Zergs can use as well. So I'm trying to bring my Zerglings around, trying to get an optimal place to surround the Marines. But instead they're backed into a corner. I can't get a full circle onto where they are, and they're able to clean up that attack fairly well. But again, I know I have that worker advantage. I know I have that hatchery base advantage. So I'm just going to keep sending Zerglings in and hope that it works. And now you'll see here I'm building spine crawlers. And spine crawlers are immobile attacking units that have good range and good attack. They're kind of like cannons in Warcraft 2, I guess, Sunken Colonies in Starcraft 1 if you ever played that. But basically, they just do a good job of dealing a lot of damage. And in the meantime, Tom says, good game. Good game. He asks if I'm actually a Master Zerg. And I respond, I've actually never been Masters, but thank you for the compliment. Oh, and he meant diamonds, so that's funny. So I said, yeah. And he says, yeah, I'm a Master Zerg, which means he's a better Zerg than I am, and his Terran might not be quite up to snuff. So maybe he's explaining why he lost. So he was just wondering if that actually worked, or if Cats was weird and it was a good game. And I said, yes, it works. And he left. So anyway, I hope you had a good time watching the Starcraft 2 game. It was fairly short, kind of fun, really action-packed. I hope to find more like these to cast on my channel in the future. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed what you saw. You can also like my Facebook page at facebook.com/FalconPaladin, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.